We've all witnessed high-profile relationships and marriages rocked by cheating scandals. But it's not just celebrities who want something on the side. So we're wondering if monogamy is outdated.
We've been together a long time, you know what I'm saying? And I love you. And I want you to marry me.
Sure, I want to marry you, but I don't think that you're ready.
From politicians like Anthony Weiner and Arnold Schwarzenegger to sports superstars like Tiger Woods, cheating scandals almost seem to come with the territory. But that's not the whole picture, says clinical psychologist Dr. Jeff Gardier.
There are also a lot of people who do believe in monogamy, and we tend to look down at those people and say perhaps they're outdated, but in fact they're not. They've made, I believe, the tougher choice to commit to one person.
Dr. Jeff believes whatever a person chooses, the most important factor is honesty, and that's usually what's missing when there's cheating.
But I think it is tough for almost anyone to be in a monogamous relationship because there are the temptations that are out there.
Just ask video vixen Aisha Diaz. She's worked with some of the most famous names in the music business and has 1 million Instagram followers. Her approach to keeping her man is to keep him around other women. Yes, you heard right.
It's working for me, but I just feel like you're selfish. I am giving you everything that you want, and you're still going outside of my relationship and your relationship you have with these other girls to go deal with somebody else. So, what do you want?
So, is it possible to be faithful to just one person? Let's find out what our panel has to say about this. Joining us, Tiana Smalls. She's an author and life coach. She's also a multimedia commentator and a business owner, entrepreneur. Her business is the Tea Room Restaurant in Brooklyn. Thank you for being with us, Tiana.
Thank you for having me.
We really appreciate it. Also with us is Peter Guns. You know him as the star of Love and Hip Hop New York. He's also an artist. He's an actor. He's performing in a play called Flow, and he has just opened a new restaurant. He's part owner of Soul.
Get Soul.
Get Soul in New Rochelle.
Yeah.
There it is. Thanks for being with us again. We appreciate it. Also joining us, another star from Love and Hip Hop New York, the one and only Mariah Lynn. She's a hip hop artist, and you may have heard her song. We certainly used it on Fox 5, Once Upon a Time, and she's an entertainer. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
We really appreciate it. Tiana, when you heard about this big quote-unquote scandal between Nick Young and Iggy Azalea, the glamour couple, what did you think?
Glamour couple? I never thought they were a glamour couple, but I was not shocked at all. He was complaining about the price of the wedding. I knew that he did not want Iggy. He only liked her when she was popping, and once she stopped being popping, he didn't want her no more.
Mariah Lynn, what'd you think about that? You're in the limelight too.
I mean, yeah, I'm in the limelight, but I don't really pay attention to a lot of like the gossip and stuff like that, unless you talk about me. So I don't really know what their situation was, but you know, I feel like in a way, yeah, I kind of feel like maybe when she was at the top of her game, you know, that was what he was attracted to, was her being relevant and her being poppin' and her name. I don't think that it was actually knowing who she was.
Let's talk about why people cheat in the first place. And everybody please feel free to jump in.
Really? Everybody looking at me?
We're going to look at you first. Because you're the main culprit. So
I looked at you to speak for me first. I was like, oh, man.
Well, first of all, let's do this. What is cheating? Because people cheat. Some people don't consider cheating now sometimes if they're just
cheating is anything you can't do around your mate. So whether it is sending a picture through the Instagram of your little tatas, whether it's talking inappropriate, or whether it's having sexual intercourse, cheating is cheating. Anything you can't do around your mate is cheating, Peter.
I agree. I don't disagree with that.
I think it's more temptation too comes into play because you know, like the song, like it goes down in the DM, like how many you know little pics you get sent from there and stuff like that. It's just temptation. Like temptation is all over the place.
Yeah, you gotta know how to fight it.
You know, one of the biggest problems with men, I can speak for that, is that we,
as the only man on the panel,
right, is that we don't want to see a woman that we love or care about with someone else. So what we do is we settle down with multiples.
Oh my God.
Hold on, let me say it.
Okay.
Let me finish what I'm saying.
All eyes on you, we're listening.
Yeah, listen. So people, you know, it's cheating because you're lying. Like I lied to Tara, I lied to Amina, and I'm with both of them. So people are like, why lie? Why not just be honest? Because once you stop lying, you say, okay, nah, look, I'm seeing this one, I'm seeing that one, then that means she's going to do it, and as men, we can't accept what we dish out.
But why lie? Like, why not just be part of this polyamory movement
because
where they're
not
like,
going to be down with it, and they're going to do the same thing, and as men, again, we could dish it out, but we can't take it.
You can't handle it.
I think that it's easy. That it's easy to lie. it's easy to tell a lie, and it's easy to, you know what I'm saying, have somebody, you don't want to hurt the person you love. Like in his case, you know, it is possible for you to love two people.
It is true.
So with loving both of these women who he genuinely obviously cares about, they're the mother of his children, I feel like he thinks he's protecting them, and then, you know, the consequences obviously come later, which are, he knows that these women both love him as well, and it's like, you know what, if they love me, they'll see past it.
But he just said it. He don't want to see
men
them with no
kinda
one
get
else.
used to that, you know, us being passive.
Well,
So he just said it. He don't want them with nobody else. See, and that comes to a man's greed. That's why people cheat. People can have a woman that's at home cooking for them, being the biggest freak in the world for them, but when they have that need for something else, they're going to go after it. And you got to understand, men are animalistic, okay? So the thing is, what we see as cheating, they see as everyday life. You know, somebody told me something, and I always remember it. They said, having sex for a man is like taking a pee in the elevator. It's nothing to them. Whereas women, we take it as, we have soul ties, so we take it as, oh my God, you had sex with someone else. But to a man, they're not looking at it like that. So in his defense, I think he do love both women.
But this isn't just a question of him just.
the woman
I was just gonna say,
Right, but it's also not a question of you just with some random woman here, random woman here. These are like long-standing emotional
And that makes
relationships
it worse.
with serious ties.
Right.
So doesn't, I mean, I haven't met Tara, but Amina has worked with us on Push for Peace, and we love you, Amina. And she's a beautiful person
So
inside and out. And does it break your heart to know you're breaking her heart?
Absolutely. I mean, it's again, it's. Here's the deal. I say this all the time, and people don't listen. To me, we all three of us are here. At any given time, I have a problem. I openly admit that it takes somebody to leave out of this. So when people say, Peter, won't you just get out of it? I say, ask them that. They in it too. So if anybody could leave at any given time. One thing about me is that I'm not holding a gun to anyone's head.
Women set the tone, and that's what he just told you, ladies at home.
What's the lesson here, Tiana?
Women set the tone, and he said that. So basically, a man gonna only do what you allow him to do. So what he's saying is, why would he leave that situation? If I got two beautiful women like Tara and Amina, I'm gonna keep going too. So he's basically letting them know, if you want to get out of this crazy situation, one of y'all gotta leave, because in the end of the day, it's benefiting him. They're both being faithful to someone who is not theirs. Because if you're sharing half, then it's not a whole. Bottom line. Well,
you know, it's hard because it's really genuine love there. It's not like I'm like playing some game sitting back. Yeah, I got both of these beautiful women. It's there. But with that being said, just to be honest with you, it's not like that anymore. I'm separated from Amina. She lives in California. I live in New York. So the road to changing things up and doing better, I'm on that road.
And
so
these are the mother of your children. Like, I just feel like people need to understand that they are forever bonded to him, no matter what. They are the mother of his. Like, how would that talk about his character if he just left the mother of his kids? I could see if you didn't have no kids with them, then it would be easy to say, well, on to the next. But how can you leave the mother of your child?
Well, he can raise the kids without, you know.
I'm there. No,
I agree with that. No, I agree with that. Going on there. But women are very savage, like as well. Like you have women who, you know, are in relationships but have sugar daddies. I think
in fact, we're gonna talk about.
Well, you need a money man and a funny man. They always said.
All right, we're going to talk about that. This is Hot 97, Fox 5 Street Soldiers. I'm Lisa Evers, your host. We're talking about relationships, monogamy. Is it outdated? When we come back, are the men always to blame, or is it the women? We're going to talk about some of the little tricks women do, too, when we come back.
When you're dealing with a man and he's trying to court you, he has to understand that he has to take care of you the way you take care of yourself. See, women have to start carrying their stuff like money, and that's how you attract the money.
Now, we were talking about the guys and what happens with the guys, but one of the topics that came up during the break I want to share with you is women. If you have sex with a man, is it okay to ask him for money? Mariah Lynn.
Absolutely. I feel like, you know, when you're dealing with a man, if you are a man at all, you will make sure that I am good. And when I say good, I mean like, you know, just the little things. Men don't see that us women, we love the little things. Yes, we love diamonds and sparkles and houses and cars and so on and so forth. But I feel like, you know, just a little thing as like a text for me, like, did you eat? Are you good? You know, just stuff like that. It just shows us women that, you know, really care, like you genuinely care about our well-being in general. You know, you're not gonna you know, have sexual relations with me and obviously, you know, leave me for dead.
But then, but what's the difference if you have sex with somebody and then with a guy and then you ask him for money? Isn't that like being a prostitute?
I mean,
Yeah.
She's not saying
working
right
girl?
after.
right after. I'm
you put
saying
on a-
like,
yeah.
you know.
Are you in a relationship with a man or not,
I
or
would
it's just
say
a
once we
hookup?
get at least a little familiar together. But I mean,
That's
on
different.
a first
That's
date, like if you look at it like this, on a first date, when you take a woman out, don't you pay for her dinner and her drinks?
Most men should, but they don't. I mean, they do nowadays, honey.
What about that, Tiana?
Well, what? Would a man not pay for the first date?
Because some guys, some women say, oh no, we split it 50-50.
Well, if you
and this
split
and
it
that.
50-50,
No.
honey, you can go to dinner with your mother, okay?
Yeah.
When you're going out with a man is
with your
supposed to pay,
friends.
okay?
You know
That's
what?
bottom line.
I think in the case of going out to dinner, courting someone and having dinner and going to a movie or whatever you guys decide to do, we both enjoying that. But I mean, to say if I meet somebody, this is what I meant, and I think I was misunderstood on the reunion show because I think everybody was saying, why is it not okay for me to ask a man that I'm seeing from? I wasn't saying the man you seeing. I'm saying that if I meet you and I say what's up and you and can I see you tonight? Can we get it in or can we get whatever? And you say yeah, I'm gonna need some money or for whatever.
Oh, that's chicken heads do that.
Yeah.
No, but I'm saying, but that's what I'm saying. If we exchange your money for that, I'm with Lisa.
I
Because
mean,
you said a key word. You said court. Like, you know, back in the old day when you wanted to, you know, marry a female, get to know a female, you would court them.
Yes.
You would spend money and buy them jewels.
They don't
and buy
court
them
anymore, though, 'cause
land
these
and
girls are too
castles
easy.
and you know what I'm
That's
saying?
different from
What do you
somebody
think about
asking
that?
you for that.
What do you think about that, Peter?
Asking.
Girls make it too easy for guys now?
I think
Yeah.
if you're on Craigslist and you're saying $200 to come through, then you's
think-
a hoe for real, for real. You know, you're not a hoe, you're a prostitute.
Well, in some
all power
cases-
to you. Do what you gotta do.
Not
Get
all
your
women,
money.
Lisa. Not all women. I think, you know, especially I don't think these two are like that at all. But I think, yeah, you have some women out there that have no morals that do things like that. But for the most part, I'm not. This is gonna sound crazy. I don't want a woman that I have to that'll just give it like that anyway.
Right.
You like
Right.
the challenge.
it's
think
not
no
what you
man
do in
does.
life,
Men like the
Lisa.
challenge.
I think men enjoy that type of woman for the moment, but for like longevity, I don't think it would work.
Let me
There
say
has to be
something.
a challenge.
It's not what you do, it's how you do it. See, a lot of chicks, when they first meet a dude and they think you got some money, they meet Peter Gunn, they're like, all right, I know he getting that episode per check. You know what I mean? And then as soon as you meet a guy, you talking about all of a sudden, oh, my phone is about to get off, I need some money. That's tacky, okay? That's not how you're supposed to do it. But when you're dealing with a man and he's trying to court you, he has to understand that he has to take care of you the way you take care of yourself. See, women have to start carrying their stuff like money, and that's how you attract the money. If he see that you take care of yourself, your hair is done, your nails is done, your bills is paid, he know he gotta come hard when he's trying to court you.
Absolutely.
But if you busted, you talking about, oh, I need a Louis bag, this, that, and you got a rainbow
My
bag
phone's
on.
about to get
Yeah, my
disconnected.
phone, he's gonna look at you already like, oh, she's not even, know what I mean? Like,
Straight
so it's all
turn.
about
Hold
how
up,
you carry
go there.
yourself. But my father taught me this when I was out there growing up. He said, don't come home with a wet A and some Chinese food. And he said it costs money to keep the water running. Women have to understand, men love sex, women love money and food. And that's the way it goes. And if you was raised with a father,
You don't
know
think women
these
love
things.
sex too?
Yeah, women love sex too, but it's not.
Depending on the
In terms of what motivates.
It's what motivates us. Money is what motivates women. And we have to keep it real with what's going on. See, that's why a lot of people didn't understand, like, if you're going to be a player, you're going to have two women. As long as you can afford two women, love is great, and great is love.
But it's really difficult to keep a relationship with one person going. 'Cause there's a lot of people in the city, a lot of attractive men and women.
I need time, I need attention. I don't like to share. I'm not even sharing food, so I'm not going to share my boyfriend.
Candidates want.
You have 9 children,
One on
the
the way.
10th on the way.
That's a lot of kids.
That's a lot of responsibility. How
Well,
do you
know,
handle that?
It's
Because that's a question I get asked when your name comes up
Of
a lot.
course, all the time. And I
appreciate you being honest with us and being here to talk about
the thing
everything.
that's most misunderstood with me is that, and I never give a credit, I have 5 baby mothers.
Ooh.
Very responsible mothers. One is the president of the Urban League in New Orleans. You know, the other they doing good for themselves. So they understand that I'm in the industry where sometimes I make a lot of money,
Yep,
sometimes
that's how the
I
business
don't.
go.
But when he gives the shirt off his back.
I
There's
like
nothing. I will never go buy a pair of sneakers and not make sure I'm getting something for my kids. So I take care of my kids. I never saw the inside of a child support court. So when people be like, I've never
Ain't
been
that
on
a
child
blessing?
support.
Amen.
No, that's
Never.
a blessing.
I spend
That
as
is.
much time with my kids as I can. I fly to New Orleans. I got 2 daughters in New Orleans. Now Amina's in LA, so I got to go to LA. You know,
He's a good father. He's just not a good boyfriend or husband.
But that's in progress. I'm seeing a therapist and working on that too. But back to the thing is that, you know, it still makes you a bad father. You know, when people say you're a good father, you take care of kids, I still feel irresponsible in the sense that time. I don't have enough time.
Because the time is split, and then you're talking about different cities.
Right, and you're getting older.
And financially, I'm not a millionaire where I could take, I got endless money.
Right.
And then, you know, just one bad thing, you know, in this industry, you back this, I've been down that.
Back to one.
Record and you know, so it's irresponsible, but, you know, I do the best I can.
You learning, though. One thing I'm going to give you, first of all, ladies, Peter is very charming, so I see how you get them panties, okay? But the thing
he charmed you out there? You were
no, he didn't charm me out there. I'm married, but
I know. That's not. You're married, but you're not dead.
I throw the panties in, you know, the whole thing. So. But like as I'm saying, he's very charming, so it's easy, and he's honest, you know, about his situation. He's not coming in like, well, I like them, I didn't do that. He's admitting what he has done. So, but like Mariah said, there's a lot of Peter Guns out there, and you have to see when you see yourself going down the Peter Guns road, and you already got 3 baby moms, you have to say stop. I gotta stop somewhere, right? When you say that, you have to stop it before it gets out of control.
I'm not proud of it, and I try to. That's why I was telling you earlier.
Right.
You know, I got kids and guys and dudes. I mean, so many people come up to me and say, "Yo, I got the same thing going on in my life." I swear to y'all. And another thing is, my brothers might kill me, my family might kill me, my friends might kill me, but I haven't met a man in my life that hasn't had an outside situation. Never in my life. I'm not saying
not one.
90%.
Wait, hold up,
Lisa.
You're saying you never met a man that never had, that was truly monogamous and never had.
I'm not saying he don't exist. I'm just saying Peter Guns ain't never met him.
My mother and father going on 32 years. They went on 32 years on the 31st, so I'm not gonna say that.
My father stay married, but how do you know he didn't?
I know.
He did it. He never brought it home. And see, that's the problem too. These guys out here creeping and they sloppy. That's the problem right there. They bringing stuff
what
home.
They do is they go
My father, if he ever did anything in life, he ain't never bring home. We ain't never seen no kids that look like us in the street. Like, oh, that might be my sister. No, you gotta. It's not what you do, it's how you do it too. You can't be sloppy. No pun intended, Peter.
But you have guys. Tell us some of the other things guys tell you. Guys come up to you. They must say like, I'm in the same situation.
Well, you know, I'm gonna tell you 2 things, Lisa. Guys come up to me and women come up to me and say, I should be in the creep squad as well. Can I be a creepette? And I'm like, whoa.
I've got that too. I mean, they officially crowned me the first creepette this year.
That's right.
So,
but you're not married, so you can go out there and do the things you do.
Right,
I mean,
so,
you know, I'm dating, but I'm not married.
Yeah, but it comes that happens
and
all the
I
time.
believe that monogamy does exist in this world, because my grandmother, you know, my grandfather's passed away, but she was with one man her whole life, 8 kids, and to this day, even though he's gone, she still has not ever been with another man in her life.
Women always do that, right?
It exists, but I feel like in this generation,
it's different.
I think that we are lacking morals. I'm gonna be honest.
In the age of social media, it's so easy now too. Back in the day, when you wanted to have sex with a woman, you had to act like you loved her. Back in the day, you had to say "I love you" to get the drawers. Now you just gotta say, "Hey girl, you look good. What's up?" And they ready to give it up like that. Boom, boom, boom.
All right, we need to take. We need to hold on to that thought. We need to take a short break. This is Hot 97, Fox 5 Street Soldiers. I'm your host, Lisa Evers. We're talking about relationships, monogamy with our panel. We'll be back right after this.
Hot Topics.
The life and death of the rapper Chinks.
How do I tell his kids daddy's not coming home?
An unfiltered talk.
You have people like you all the time judging me.
Featuring big stars.
That's my N-word.
It's a video mixtape of some of our most popular segments.
Next Saturday at 10:30 on Fox 5.
Before the Cadillac ATS-V shook the establishment.
Why do guys cheat? What is the number? Is it the sex? Is it boredom? Is it just...
I mean,
stanky.
I think it's
women are
boredom.
beautiful. You just look at it. You just can't help yourself.
You gotta pray against that demon though sometimes. Lisa, you gotta pray against that demon sometimes. Because even as women, we get the same urges, the same temptation. But sometimes you gotta say, Lord, this ain't worth me risking my life and my family. This ain't worth it.
What if you're
Men don't do that well. You got to pray to the sky and sky, water. Please don't let me fall into this. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. Well, I want to thank all of you for being with us. Tiana Smalls, Peter Guns, and Mariah Lynn for being with us on this episode of Street Soldiers. Remember, use your mind. It's your best weapon. I hope it's your only weapon. I'm Lisa Evers. Let's push for peace.